pool. And here we are in Kajona, checking out Race to the Sky.
Race to the Sky was fantastic, it was an awesome event, thoroughly enjoyed it, definitely worth doing. We decided to come down, it was on our bucket list of things to do, we've watched it previously on TV, had the opportunity to come and do it with DRD and had a fantastic time. For me, started at Race to the Sky with a recce run on in the vehicle, in the car. It was just a matter of getting your gearing sorted out, getting to know the road, getting tyres sorted, getting suspension dialed in, putting some extra sag in the bike, lengthening the wheelbase, and basically just trying to get some traction. I struggled with traction all weekend. Once I got that sorted out, which was for my last run, everything sort of came together a lot better, and I believe there's a lot more time to be had. With everything going to plan, obviously, I'd like to come back and run 2 bikes. Probably an open class bike and a middleweight bike, which is a 450 and over 450. That would be my plan, and fly back down and just get more runs at the road, just to get to know it. But it's possible I could run a light bike too, so I don't know, but at this stage definitely plan of attack would be to run 2 bikes.
weekend for me obviously worked out far better than I was expecting. Just getting to grips, getting to know the road, trying out your gearing, suspension settings, tyre compounds, pressures. I mean, it was just a fantastic weekend, and racing against the clock. I mean, I found that quite, yeah, just really cool to, you know, to obviously just have a time to go and beat. And yeah, I mean, the weekend went fantastic. I can't put any negatives on it. It was a blast. I mean, good group of guys we came down with, you know, with Craig Brown and Mark White. You know, they helping organise this trip, and yeah, I'm just looking forward to next year actually already. Well, planning for next year is obviously I'll come down prepared. I mean, you know, I never viewed the first GoPro footage of the mountain until Friday morning, so I didn't even know what I was in for. You know, I didn't bring any spare different compound tyres, so I kind of came in a little bit green, a little bit underprepared, but luckily it worked out for me this time. But I'm sure next year there'll be a few more good riders here, and if we want to match Nathan McElway's time, you know, we're going to have to obviously put more planning and more thought and come ready to attack it next year and try and bust out those low 9-minute runs.
Promote the 1190 as much as I can for KTM. That's kind of my ideal. So obviously riding it down here is a good way of showing just what the thing's capable of, and that you can throw it sideways and hold the fend up a hill. So priority number one is trying to get out of that flat section at the bottom. So when they water it, it's pretty hard to get this big bike to those big long sweeping corners. It's a long time to hold it sideways, and one downside with this bike is I can't sit down, so I'm having to do all those big slides standing out, which is a little bit sketchy at times, and then yeah, get over the bridge and just open her up. And probably the next section's my favourite bit. So going up through the quarry, it's getting up. I've had it over 200 twice, but it's consistently about, you know, 198, something like that, and jumping at that speed, and then just pouring it into that next corner, and then just trying to link it together from there. Probably the toughest bit would be the bottom part and the big super tight hairpins. It's quite hard to wrestle the bike through those ones. Oh, big thank you to Red Bull. They're the reason I got down here to do this, and thank you for KTM for continually supporting me to thrash this big bike around the place. You know, they give me a lot of leeway with this bike. It's kind of cool.
Working hard, freezing cold, freezing cold.
Who is he? But you don't get me in the frame. I'm not an accomplice to all this business.
You're right. What's wrong, mate?
I just said it. Oh, bit of training before the race.
Bit of training. Right.
Got a cup too?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.